I want to say I noticed something last week I thought was so freaking dope from you two. I think
Let's hear this.
What was it?
Let's hear this.
it was dope. I got to say this, then we'll get in talking about just seeing ladies there. But you were sitting down. You were sitting down.
Okay.
You going through your motion right now. I know. All good. We'll get to that. And then you were standing right by him. This was dope. Seriously. I loved it. It's in my mind. And you straight up patted his head. You patted his head. And I was like, at first I said, oh, that's cute. But I thought about it. I said, that's real though. What's up, world? Welcome to another episode of Garage Talks 5417 podcast. As you know, I'm your host, Desmond Reynolds, aka the Peacekeeper. And as always, two great guests here today with us. So I'm gonna go ahead and introduce them, give them the proper introduction for you guys, and we'll get to it. First person here, I got Mr. John-Paul from Manchester in the UK. Came all the way over here, moved over here in 2012 to the US. After a couple years in a long distance relationship with his lady, he met on vacation in Vegas. Okay, word. You graduated from Oregon State University with a degree in electrical and computer engineering. Smart man. Been working as a software engineer for 5 years. Wow. Some of your interests. You love working out, working on cars, crafts, scuba, documentaries, hiking, science, kayaking, enjoying time with friends and family. That's essential. Achievements. Getting your degree. Absolutely. Moving to a new country. Owning a home and keeping fit. Keeping fit. Health is wealth, y'all. Yeah. Some of his goals right now, he's looking to run a successful business, get a pilot's license, have a family, and continually challenge and improve yourself to be a better man. Respect, my brother. Respect.
Thank you.
Vishal from the Fiji Islands, my man. I need to go visit there, brother.
You do.
Been at the job for a few years now. Started your own business this year, Shine Autos. Salute Shine Autos. Go check them out if you're looking for a new ride. I can speak for them. They're amazing people, so I know their products are just as great. That being said, he can speak Fiji Hindi, English, 2 languages. You special, brother. Loves meeting new people. Don't be afraid to say hello. Some of your goals, self-love, that part right there, and how to control emotions, that's huge for us men. Making money, we need money. Getting stronger as a man. Man, you guys, thank you for being here today.
Thank you, man.
Yes. Thank you. Fellas, welcome to Garage Talks 5417. First question, how we doing?
Feeling good, man. I had some good hoops back there, I love that. It's a beautiful day.
Yes.
I'm really thankful that you invited us here on the show, and I appreciate that, man. I really do. It's been a couple of years knowing you, and seeing you take this show off, it's been pretty inspiring, actually.
Thank you.
Honestly, you're doing so great at it, and it's great to see.
I appreciate that. Thank you, John-Paul. Thank you.
I'm feeling good, man. We started the show off right, prayer, and that's always a blessing, so.
Always.
Hoops, I made it on my second try, so I think I'm good at basketball. It was on the 17th try, so.
Dang, you were counting his misses. Ain't that something? That's a real friend right there, though.
Yeah. He's gonna hold me to it now and be like, okay, now we get it down to 15 and 10.
Yeah.
And then 1. That's awesome, man. Well, let's start properly and talk about how we all met at the gym. How did you two meet?
We met at the gym too. Yeah, we met at Planet Fitness.
At Planet Fitness?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we were working out there for a while.
Where?
Met this guy, and he was going through a hard time.
Okay.
At the time, with his ex.
Yeah.
You could really see it, on his face.
Yeah, that can wear on you.
And, the tears.
How long was that relationship?
The relationship was 4 years, but I decided to just go to the gym afterwards and just work on myself there, and actually met him, and it was kind of cool because I heard him talking, and I was like, man, this guy's from a different country for sure. So
Yeah.
he actually said, what are you doing? He was looking at me. I think I was doing the leg press machine, but I was using my hands. So I told he's like, he was looking at me. He's like, dude, you're doing that wrong. I was like, yeah, this is my first time here. So he's like, this is how you do it. I was like, okay. And so he introduced himself to me, and we've just been friends ever since, 5 years down the road.
5 years down, so about 2019.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That was a good year for me. I ain't gonna lie. So that's cool to hear.
Yeah.
Dang, you guys. Okay, so 5 years. So you guys met at Planet Fitness, and then what made y'all go to Pursue, where we all full circle now?
I think we were just kind of outgrowing that place, really. Like, it's kind of a basic gym.
Right.
So, there's bits of equipment that they don't have. They don't have like free bench machines.
Right. So what he's saying is he got over the weight limit of lifting weights, and he got real strong, and he had to go to it.
You gotta level up. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's affordable, and I'd really recommend it for anyone that wants to like work on themselves and develop themselves. That's pretty much the reason why I started working out.
But for you guys, you knew it's like, hey, we gotta hop over here.
Yeah.
Even me, he's like, yeah, you can outlift all this, because Planet Fitness only goes up to what, like 65 pounds?
Yeah,
something like that. Yeah.
On the dumbbells, they don't no free benches,
right?
No squat racks. It's basic. True. But that's the whole business model. Really is.
Absolutely.
They attract people that are just wanting something fairly basic, fairly affordable, and they want to actually deliberately put people off that are like the hardcore lifters. The real strength lifters, because that puts off other people that are just getting started.
Absolutely.
So that's kind of that's that middle ground.
100%, and that's great. Yeah. Well, I'm glad y'all made the change. I wouldn't. Who knows?
We would have never met. That's just how it is.
I
met this guy at the gym, then I met you at the gym. So everything else just follows along with it.
Definitely. Now
we're here on Garage Talk. Shout out to Garage Talk.
Thank
we're
you.
Here. Follow the show. Now we're on the show, so it's definitely a blessing.
Yeah, absolutely. We look for just good energy people, or people trying to get good energy, and you guys definitely fit the bill. So it's an honor.
What about you, Desmond? Like, what motivated you to like go to the gym and like?
Oh yeah. I love this story. It's actually how I met my production manager, Joe. I was 20. It was 20. What year did Kobe retire? I always say that. 16, I think, 17. Yeah, 16. And I just knew I was always a basketball player. And for like hoopers, we don't lift too much. Like some may lift, but usually lifting isn't our thing. But as I got out of high school, I wasn't playing ball as much. I was like, okay, I need to stay fit somehow. But I didn't have the education of it. So I went to Forever Strong. Shout out to Forever Strong. Appreciate you guys. Vic, Molly, Dev, love you guys so much. Thank you. Went over there with a handful of money, sat down with the owners who I just named, and said, look, I've heard great things about you guys. You got a good atmosphere. Because at Forever Strong, they're just going to push you. They're going to test your gangster. It's like Sparta in there. Like either you're going to do it, or you gonna faint trying. And long story short, gave that handful of money. I said, I need 6 months of education. And long story short, they pushed me. I threw up. I was mad. And next thing you know, though, I got all this knowledge. Best shape of my life. Until now. Now I think I'm in the best shape of my life. But met Joe there on the fly. And the rest is history, man. I just said it makes sense. I work out. I stay in shape. I feel the best. 1 + 1 = 2. So I'm just going to stick to it. So, yeah, that's what got me. Yeah, shout out to those guys. And then COVID happened. And what got me to Pursue was I bought my house, and it's right by Pursue. And respectfully, I was just like, I need to try to do this on my own now and just see what I've gained knowledge-wise and how much I really love this. Because sometimes you got to do things, honestly, a lot of times you got to do it yourself to see how much you love it. And yeah, called it good. Now we're here.
Heck yeah.
Yes, sir. Thanks for asking, man. Appreciate that.
No problem.
Yeah. So that was it.
Yeah.
Speaking of the gym, you said something to me, V. You said you love coming to the gym because everybody's kind of like in the same mindset of like getting better. Like the gym bros or the gym sisters. Like, what's that mean to you? Can you elaborate on that?
Well, at first I was, nervous to talk to people at the gym, but after I met him, you know, and then it's like it opened up this new window for me to be more open and talk to people, and like you know, because you can tell a lot of people are in there are nervous, you know, and you know, or like don't know what they're doing, and every once in a while I'm just like, hey, what's up, you know, I try to introduce myself.
Yes, you do.
And just go with the flow, kind of.
Right. What made you break that bubble? Just coming to the gym more and more, or like what made you say, okay, I can start just chatting with people? Because you really do that. You be waving, what's up?
Yeah.
I said, damn.
That's one thing I love about Vishal. He's like so friendly and bubbly and like outgoing.
Yes.
And it's something that I try and actually, you know, emulate too and get better at. Because like naturally speaking, I'm not like that.
Oh.
I'm fairly introverted.
Got you.
And so that's something I've always wanted to work on.
Right.
Is be more outgoing and more friendly and sociable.
So he sees me
It's something I really love doing.
He'll
that.
follow right there and be like, hey, my name is John-Paul, you know?
Yes.
So,
And I think we're both like started working out like for the same kind of reasons. Is like we're in a place of pain. You know, I started working out around COVID. It's like working at home makes you really insular. You know, you don't really see people if you're working at home very much. You're just talking on virtually. You know, just hear people's voices.
Yeah.
And that can really mess with your head. I was going through a breakup at the time, and that was just so it was like one thing after another, and I'm like, okay, I gotta change this like now. That's what did it for me. I was
So
like,
you just finally made that choice. You said I had enough of being miserable.
Yeah.
I need to.
Yeah. Big time.
That's huge, man.
Yeah.
I had somebody, it was a coworker during COVID. They worked from home and they saw me out and about. And because I was out walking my dog, I was just living life. I ain't even gonna lie to you, but he hugged me. He's like, bro, and I could just feel it. He was like, dude, he's like, I can't do this much longer working from home. He's like, can I hug you? I was like, yeah, come on, man.
Human being.
He did.
People.
He did.
We need
dog,
that.
Even my dog was looking like, what?
hey, the weird part would be if he asked for a hug from the dog. Like, hey, can I hold your dog next?
I was like, damn, he going through it.
You knew that might have came, you know, right afterwards. You never know.
Right. Because my model is faith over fear. So like with COVID, I was like, forget this. I'm going out. I can't be inside. I got too much energy. I got to go.
Yeah.
I was in the crib just. But yeah, no, that's huge, man. That's huge. What's your guys' like favorite workout day at the gym? Like, what's your favorite day? You like, I'm going to get better. I'm going to kill this workout.
I mean, the only workout day is bench, obviously. You know, if it's
Oh,
Monday,
okay.
it's
Guy
bench,
likes
Tuesday, it's bench.
Every time, like, what are we doing today? He's like, chest. And I'm like, but we did that yesterday and the day before.
Man.
No, I do. That's my favorite for sure. Yeah.
Man.
That's what I'm good at. Yeah.
Well, iron sharpens iron. So you know what? I'm going to help y'all and do some leg stuff with y'all. That's what you
Yeah,
need.
we do need
I
that
need
help.
that.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Let's jump in. Let's do some leg stuff. Y'all show me some bench press stuff. I'll do some leg
We
stuff.
can do more than that. We can do hikes too. You know,
We
as
did
well.
that one hike.
Yeah. We should do more.
That was a good time.
It was awesome.
That was back in April.
I know it was a while ago. Yeah.
Yeah, we need to get back to
And it's
that.
perfect time right now.
So I just want to say, like, whatever people are going through, man, in life, like, for me, the gym has been super awesome and friendly environment. Like, to meet friends, you don't have to be alone. You don't have to go through your problems and emotions alone. You can come to the gym, you know?
Absolutely.
Meet a friend there, you know?
Absolutely.
A sister or brother. If you don't got nobody, just go to the gym.
True.
Work
True.
on yourself.
Work on yourself. I like
Yeah.
that. I always use the word exercise as well. Because like I let people know you don't gotta go hard and go crazy at the gym. Like everyone's just looking to get a little bit better in their own pace, in their own lane. And that's, as you said, the beauty of it.
Yeah. And you just, you know, I figured that, you know, running in fast pace will always put you in last place.
That part.
I like that. That's cool.
Good things take time. That's true. I love that. Dang, I'm gonna put that in my pocket, bro. That's awesome. It how many people have you met at the gym? Do you think?
Man, I've met some good sisters. I've met some good brothers, and we're still in contact. You know, it just opened up let's go do this. Let's go kayaking. Let's go hike. Hey, can I use your truck? Oh, you're moving? Okay. I got you.
Yeah, shout out Rocky.
Yeah,
Shout out Rocky.
Yeah. Rocky. Shout out to Rocky. I miss him.
Hold up. How did you guys meet Rocky?
At Planet Fitness, actually. Yeah.
At Planet too?
Yeah.
It was his trainer.
Well,
So-
he's not actually
He's not. He's
paid
just helping
trainer or
him.
anything. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
We met. He was walking around in a cast. The first thing I ever said to him was about his cast. He he was playing ball and
basketball.
He snapped his Achilles.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh.
So he had this whole cast thing on, and he's just hobbling around with it. And I'd seen him around, you know, I hadn't spoke to him or anything.
Yeah.
And I just was like, hey man, how's your leg? What's going on? And then you know Rocky, like, you know, you can ask him like one question, and then like 4 hours later you're doing something completely different. And you're somewhere else entirely, and you've had like 6 different conversations about all kinds of stuff. So that's kind of how it got started for me. And yeah,
Absolutely.
you know, he's a great guy, and sadly he's injured now, obviously, as you know.
Right.
But he'll be back to it. He's strong.
He will.
Yeah.
With working out and fitness, where do you guys think you would be if you didn't do that? How do you guys think life would be if you ever?
That's a tough question. I think about that every day.
Do you? Okay.
I do think about that. I think I would be in a very different spot. I wouldn't be as motivated and as energetic that I am now. You know, I'm like, for me, going to the gym actually gives me energy for work. I'm not tired. Like I can go do stuff. And before, when I never went to the gym, I was always tired after work or didn't want to do this or that. I just want to come home and relax. Now I'm just like, can't even sit down and watch TV.
Don't y'all think one of the hardest things getting to the gym is consistent as you guys go? Because you all go, what, 4 or 5 days a week?
Yeah.
So with that same here, it's just getting there, really.
Yeah.
Once you just get there, then everything else changes. Like, there's been days I'd be so tired, so tired. But once I get there, those are the days I'm like, okay, I'm really going to get better today, because I really didn't want to go. Some evil entity trying to hold me back or say you're too tired. And I'm like, so I get there and I'm like, oh yeah, we're going to get better today.
That's like a lot of things in life, honestly. I think, you know, a lot of things you don't want to do before you do it.
Right.
Like, you know, you don't want to do your homework. Who wants to just sit down and do homework? But the whole point is you start and you're a little uncomfortable at first. And it's talking to people too. For me, like, that's a little uncomfortable at first. I don't know what to say. I feel nervous. I'm like, hi, human. Nice legs you have there. You know?
On the leg
Do
press.
you like breathing? You know, sometimes I feel awkward. But, you know, if you just do it, then your brain starts to change and you start to become more accustomed to that, more comfortable with that. And then you can start to progress in other areas, you know, whether that's you doing your homework, you're starting a business, whether you're getting in shape, whatever it is, it's the same lesson every single time.
Gotcha.
It's like, okay, you probably don't want to go to work. Half the time. Okay, not half the time. 70% of the time, I'm like, I don't want to go to work today.
But it makes it more bearable. Yeah,
partly because I have to, and partly because like I know it's beneficial to me, like long term. Thinking long term.
Absolutely.
You know.
So you're saying pretty much it's contagious to every staying fit, just staying healthy. It's contagious to every aspect of life.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I love that. That's why I think we talk about exercise and fitness here on Garage Talks a lot, because I believe in being the best you, physically, mentally, and spiritually. So yeah, I always push that. Exercise, ride a bike, go for a walk, do some push-ups, whatever it is, just stay fit. Because it's going to downplay everything else in your life if you don't. Like, it's going to water it down. Why not try your best?
Yeah.
So
yeah, you can spiral down on like negative thoughts and like, I don't feel like doing that, and not do it. And then like get more and more, you know, down into the depths.
Right.
And
straight up.
How deep that goes is endless. It's bottomless.
Oh,
you know,
man.
some people will follow that down and down and down, and you can get to a point where you're in so much pain where you got to turn it around. And I've been at points in my life where I've been like really the darkest, saddest possible points in my life.
Absolutely.
You know, and it's hard to turn it around, and you got to do it yourself most of the time.
Straight up.
You know?
That's real talk.
And listen to people, you know, that are doing something positive. Like, I mean, you're doing something really positive with your show right now.
Straight up. Thank you. Thank you.
And that's an inspiration to people.
That's true.
Yeah.
V, anything to jump in on that?
And I just think, you know, just having that right group of people in your circle too. You know, for me, you know, I've developed a lot of good friendships at the gym. Like, I have this guy, you know, it's like, you know, that energy at that gym, man, it's like you got positive people in there, you know.
Straight up.
nobody's perfect, you know.
Right,
Each one of
right.
us, nobody's perfect. And
Absolutely.
people in there talk about their relationships, they talk about everything, you know. They just feel comfortable because they know you're in there for a reason. Yeah.
Don't you guys think like that's a beauty in there? Just everyone like for a moment, an hour and a half, everyone in that gym like has the same mindset to push themselves to get a little bit better. You got some socializers, but for the most part, you just like everyone's in here to pick up something heavy, push their limits, get a little bit better. Like I think that's so cool because after we all leave the gym, we're all going our own ways.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's pretty cool to have that moment of we're all in this together. We're all doing the same thing.
Right.
So I love that. I do. Man, y'all got me ready to go right now. Shoot. It's my off day. Supposed to be. That's crazy, man. Also with that, I'll say this because you guys are single, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a nice place to meet. Nice lady there. You my nice lady working on herself too. Let's just be real there. We all. I made y'all smile. Now, real talk, real quick, before we get into that part, I want to say I noticed something last week I thought was so freaking dope from you two. I think.
Let's hear this.
What was it?
Let's hear this.
It was dope. I got to say this. Then we'll get in talking about just seeing ladies there. But you were sitting down.
Okay.
You going through your motion right now. I know. All good. We'll get to that. And then you were standing right by him. This was dope. Seriously. I loved it. It's in my mind. And you straight up patted his head. You patted his head. And I was like, at first I said, oh, that's cute. But I thought about it. I said, that's real though. Because I know you've been going through some things. And I was like, shoot, be a real one.
Yeah.
He does that so often. I don't even remember him doing it.
For real? Oh, okay. So that's not a one-time thing?
Yeah. Everyone needs a little head pat.
Instead of giving me a hug, I give him like, you'll be all right.
Yeah,
on your head.
I felt it. I was going to sit by him, see if he did it with me. That was dope, though. Seriously, there's this dope video meme. I posted on my story not long ago, but there's these basketball players. They played for UCLA a couple years back. And one of the players, he's like big, tall dude. He had his head hanging because he made a bad play. And his teammate ran up next to him and pushed his head up. And that was it. They kept back to the game. So that's what correlated with you two. And I was like, that's dope. Like, everyone needs someone in their life like that. So
we both look out for each other for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, when he's going through something or needs advice,
Right.
you know, I'm there for him. You know, like a brother. Like really, I do see him like a brother. I don't have a brother, but if I did, be Vishal probably.
Absolutely.
You know, and he looks out for me too.
For sure.
A lot of the time.
That's a blessing.
It is. It's definitely, you know, everybody wants to have that one friend that they trust and they know they can call whatever they're going through and they're going to be there.
Right.
Even if they're cross country, you know, they're coming.
They're coming.
Yeah.
I feel pretty blessed for that, honestly. I do.
Definitely. That was dope. That meant a lot to me. Seriously, all jokes aside, that was dope. I was like, damn. First, I was like, oh, that's cute. But afterwards, I was like, man, yeah.
It's just a brotherhood. It's just a brotherhood, you know.
It is. Because I always think perspective, and I'm like, man, there's people in this world that don't have that. They don't.
Yeah.
So that's huge.
A lot of men, you know, they're like, oh, I'm stronger than you, and like compete with each other. I'm better than you.
Right,
With
right.
us, you know, it's like, we're just brothers, man.
Straight up.
You help me, I help you. It's no competition. I feel like a lot of people have that mindset. It's like, oh, I got more stuff than you. I'm better than you. But that's not the way to be.
Man.
It's a playful competition. You
Absolutely.
know? It's
absolutely.
like, you know, I want you to do better. And I don't want you to want me to do better. I want to do better.
Right.
You know, it's playful. It's not adversarial at all.
So do you guys think a lot of people do you think it's a real toxic thing that people always want to be better than somebody else? Do you guys think that is?
Well,
I don't know if I'd say it's toxic, but it's not always healthy.
Got you.
Depends on the situation, I suppose.
True.
Well, I feel like a lot of things, like you got a lot of these, you know, Facebook and Instagram, you know, people posting stuff like, oh, I just bought this new car, or like I did this, but they don't understand is like, you don't have to hate and be jealous. You can do that yourself. You don't have to sit on the couch and, you know, do nothing about it. Do something about it.
Absolutely.
They do it. You can do it too.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's another side to that too, which is that a lot of the things that you see I mean, I'm sure everyone knows this, but you know, a lot of things you see online, Instagram, etc., Facebook, a lot of it's just staged. You know, the cars are rented. You know, the houses are rented. You know, what you're looking at, what you're aspiring to be, isn't even truly real. The only thing you really should do is like compete with yourself.
Right.
Like if you can be better than you were yesterday, then you're doing all right.
Wow. That's deep, man.
You know?
It's true. It's true. There's a literal company on that note stage stuff. I saw the other day that people can jump in a plane and act like they're on a private plane. Like
it's it's just a set.
Have you guys seen that?
It's not even a real plane. I think I've seen
Like
it. Yeah, it's like a cutout, and like there's the seats in it, and there's no wings. There's no engine.
You just go in there. And I saw the picture, and I'm like, whoa! Like you look like you really are in there. But that's like peak highlight reel of social media. Like that's peak, and it's like, man. But you're on to something. Yeah, a lot of stuff is a highlight reel, and I'm gonna open up and say I struggle because I see people. Social media have you thinking you should be in Mexico right now or across the world right now just because you see everybody's stuff. But I'm like, they're human just like us. It's a highlight reel, and that's that. But here at Garage Talks, that's why I always say it's a safe space because you're coming in and you're just being you. We do everything straight up. We just, we don't
nothing rehearsed, nothing. It's just straight up.
Straight up, yeah.
That's one of the things I like about your show, man. It's very real talk.
Thank you.
Real people. You know, it's not staged. You know,
it's hard
set up, yeah, but you know, it's not fake.
Thank you, thank you. It's hard though because you look and you see people who trying to fake it till they make it.
Yeah.
But I always say you face it till you make it.
Hey, amen.
I like that.
You know, that's one thing I learned. But a lot of people faking it till they make it. And I'm like, bruh, me and my team is facing it. We have times where it's like, dang, we're just not. We missed a goal last month for June, and it's frustrating. It's like, dang it. But it'll pay dividends. You just got to stay consistent and keep going. And you guys are reminders of that sometimes. Seeing you guys at the gym, I heed little signs. So I see you guys, I'm like, bet, keep going. That inspires me. Des, you know what? Keep going. They're here. I need to keep going. You know, I don't look at it as, oh, he put up 3 plates. Nah, I'm just like, you're right. Keep pushing. Yeah. Let's go, man. But that's just because I trust and believe in y'all. And ultimately, I got love for you guys. So it's huge, man. Y'all be helping me, shoot. Believe it or not, straight up. Man, but yeah, that's social media. I struggle. Sometimes I just want to shut it down sometimes.
Yeah.
You were off social media for a while. I know you mentioned that.
Yeah.
Like what motivated you to do that, and what were you going through at the time?
Good question. I was going through, I think, an identity crisis. As far as which way I wanted to go in life. I think it was something where kind of back to seeing social media, having you think you should be doing this right now, doing that, where really you should be in the moment. A lot of people forget to cherish just the moment, what you're in right now.
Yeah.
And so for me, I'm at dinner with my family on my phone. I'm looking at this. Then you get comparison theory, which comparison is the ultimate thief of joy. So finally I said, forget it. I'm gone. I didn't tell nobody, just canceled it out. Some of the happiest years of my life, man. So then I knew, because Joe was like, look, we got to do this podcast and conquer it. And he was always in my ear about it. I said, Joe, I'm figuring myself out. Just hang on. I'm figuring this out. Sure, did it take a little longer than I thought? It did. But I tell you, now that I come back here, I'm way more prepared to deal with what the world is going through. I'm way more in tune with myself.
Right.
So I know when to take a break. I know when to go meditate. I know when I'm like, okay, Des, you've been on this way too long. So yeah, that's what motivated me, is just finding myself and working towards being the best self.
Yeah, you really got to be mindful about it. One thing, I got like a little app installed on my phone that like monitors, like how much screen time I got. I think it's just called screen time. Actually.
Oh yeah.
So then I know, I'm like, okay, it's been an hour. I mean, I think the average in the US is like several hours a day on your phone,
That's wild.
And imagine what you could do with that if you were investing that in yourself into something else, like productively.
Right.
And that could, a few hours a day, a year, 1,000 hours, 2,000 hours maybe.
Just on your phone.
Yeah.
Straight up. Just on your phone.
It's on your phone.
Like, hey, that's a lot of money you're collecting with that.
That part, right?
You could be spending time with your family, quality time. You could be working on yourself, getting in shape, starting a business.
That's wild.
I try and be mindful of that, but it's tough. You know, I find it as challenges as anyone. Really.
Absolute same. And I mean, hey, I still fall victim to it at times. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Dude, I
think
do.
we all do. Especially me. Because, me, I'm like, I gotta buy this car. I gotta go look at this car.
Right.
So I gotta spend a lot of time on my phone actually with the business I run right now. So.
And same. But I'm glad you actually brought that up. So I think that's the difference. I tell myself, if you're on your phone and you're hands on with your goals, aspiration, and business, that's different than just doom scrolling, right?
Right.
Like if you're hands on, you get a new car or something for the business, you're hands on with it, then you make a video. Cool, that's dope. You're promoting yourself.
Sure.
But if we're just doom scrolling, that's when it's like
it's a tool. You know, it's a tool. It's the most powerful tool that humans have ever had in your pocket with you 24/7. Right. And just like any tool, you can use a hammer to build a house, you know, maybe more than that, but you can use it to build something, or you can use it to destroy something. You know?
Look at that graphic right there. That's crazy.
Gen Z is 6 hours.
Wow. 6 a day?
That's half the day.
Sheesh. That's wild.
I'm a millennial, so I'm a little bit lighter.
4 hours. I'm probably like that 4 hour mark. I ain't gonna lie. Sheesh. Yeah, that's wild. But yeah, if you hands on with it and creating, I mean, I get it. But just make sure you're getting some money or some business from it. Don't just be on it. 91 days a year for Gen Z, Cal. That's crazy.
3 months.
3 months. What? And you don't get that back. Like it's gone. It's not like you rent it. This ain't Blockbuster. Sorry.
I miss Blockbuster.
Yeah.
Man,
I miss walking down to
Blockbuster.
Blockbuster.
Blockbuster was the thing back then.
Back then.
And it's just the fun part of getting in your car, after dinner and going to Blockbuster to rent a movie.
It's real.
Yeah.
There's still one left,
Bend.
Bend, yeah.
I visited it.
Yeah.
Great time.
I'd like to. I want to see it.
That brings me to interaction. Like that's the other thing with like social media and stuff is like having these conversations in person too. I love this. I tell everybody, even if I'm like talking to a lady friend or something, I'm like, I'm a terrible texter because I excel at this. Like this is how I interact. So back to going to the gym, exercising. Like I love talking to people in person and I love seeing you guys do it. I just think we came up at the perfect time. Like we're good at this, but we're great at in person. Yeah. Being hands-on, that's all.
Yeah. Because a lot of people don't have that. Like they're not as outgoing or talkative. A lot of people are like, you can see it in their face or their body language. Like they need some help. So I actually helped this guy. He never used to talk to nobody.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, he was just shy.
That's impressive.
And I was like,
yeah.
why are you doing that?
Now we
Go
can't
say
get you
hello.
to stop. Hey, what's up, Dance? I'll be like, damn, brother.
Yeah, he's running to say hello with a weight in his hand. Or something. Hey, I gotta go say hi to Desmond.
Yeah, take this.
But yes, and also at the gym, you meet some pretty ladies there, some great ladies.
Let's talk about that.
Oh, shoot. Go ahead.
That.
Lead us, brother. What's up?
Yeah, I feel like
Shout out.
if you go to the gym, and you're single or whatever you're going through,
Right.
Meet your friend. It doesn't have to be anything. Like I met girls at the gym that we're just friends and we just kick it.
Absolutely.
Just,
okay.
That's
huge.
That companionship of having a female friend is awesome too because it'll help you in your next relationship if you have that female friend that you meet and you're doing this wrong because females know a lot about other females. So
Yeah, they do.
Very true. That's very true. And like with you, John-Paul, you told me recently you went through a breakup.
Yeah, very recently, the last few weeks. Yeah.
Okay.
It's
You want to
fresh.
elaborate on that? How you doing with that? How you getting through that? Not getting by, but how you getting through?
I'm getting by okay. I'm getting through it. It's hard at times. Breakups are hard for everyone, I suppose.
Right.
It makes me really sad. I'm going through like whole range of emotions of grief, the different stages. The denial phase is probably pretty strong right now.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But
when you say denial, you mean like what?
Just kind of disregarding that problem and just like not really acknowledging it.
Oh, okay.
If you lose someone, the first stage is 5 stages of grief. First is like denial, and you've got like I think anger is one, and then acceptance, and there's the ones as well.
Right.
There's 5, I think.
Okay. Yeah,
five
I
main
think
stages.
so.
So I'm going through different emotions, and I mean, one thing I could say is we were going through a hard time for a while, so it wasn't exactly unexpected, I suppose.
Right.
And that slow deterioration of the relationship was difficult.
Definitely.
And,
I can empathize.
I don't
with
have
you.
any hard feelings towards her at all, though.
Good.
She's a really great person. She's really wonderful. I still care about her. I still love her a lot.
Absolutely.
And I hope that she's doing okay.
Absolutely.
And finds happiness and finds joy and finds meaning in life.
Absolutely. Oh, there goes those denial stages right there.
So we got
Denial, anger, bargaining.
depression,
Bargaining,
and
depression,
Depression and
acceptance, and then
acceptance.
going right back. See how that dips though and comes back up?
Yeah.
I think you only get back up if you decide to walk that hill though.
Oh, definitely.
It's definitely a hill that you got to walk up. And I say a hill, like
Yeah.
we go up Pisgah. It's hard. It's going to hurt, but you get to that top.
sometimes
Acceptance.
you can't breathe, but you're up there.
You up
made
there,
it.
right? You made it. Shoot. Yeah, that's huge. I like that you said no hard feelings or anything because I empathize with you. Like I've been through breakups and it's tough, but the bottom line is like you spent years with that person.
Yeah, a couple of years, yeah.
A couple years. Don't waste that time being mad at them. You feel me?
I mean, one thing I've resolved to do now is to be a lot more slow and a lot more careful about taking time to heal.
Right.
That's really important. And the temptation is to just not do that and just ignore it. Get on Tinder and just forget about it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't swipe. Not right or left.
So I want to take a little time.
For sure.
I want to take some time to maybe just hike, do
Right.
fun stuff.
Right.
Take some time to think about it, reflect on it, and then prioritize like what I'm actually looking for. Figure it out like in detail. What is it I'm looking for? Who is it I'm looking for? What are they looking for? And what I want the future to look like, and things I'll accept and things I won't. I think one of the things I did was get into a relationship too quickly with somebody that wasn't really right for me long term, probably.
Gotcha.
I mean, apparently so, right?
Right.
We didn't work out.
Because
So
a lot of people don't know how to be alone.
yeah,
I struggled with that myself,
Not as
Now,
much no more, but
not,
back
not
then.
as much no more because you spend your time with being with somebody, and then you're used to that somebody, and then when you're alone, you're like, oh, your brain's like, you need that somebody.
Gotcha.
You fill that void with being in a wrong relationship or looking for validation from other people.
Right.
And that's not always the right answer.
You're right.
you gotta
what-
heal that relationship with yourself first. You gotta heal it, and you have a solid relationship with yourself, and then you can be with somebody and have a partnership, true partnership. And if you haven't healed yourself, and if you're not right with yourself, then everything else will be built on a bad foundation.
That's deep. That's real talk. Hurt people hurt people.
They do.
I'm going to look at the camera. Hurt people hurt people.
Yes.
That's the equation right there.
Yeah, if you're hurting, please don't be in another relationship because you're going to hurt that person too.
And then the next one.
Then the next one. Yeah.
That's what Kev said. Stay home. Stay home.
Yeah.
Don't go to the club.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Don't go to the club.
Yeah, stay home,
Just-
call me, I'll be over, I'll bring a 6-pack.
Hey, honestly,
I got you.
man. Man, it's so true. You guys are some real ones. Because you got, as I always say, you got to be the best you to be the best anything else. You got to be the best V, the best Des, the best John-Paul before you can be the best boyfriend, husband,
Yeah.
business owner, whatever it is. You got to take care of home first, and then the rest will come. You'll track who's for you. And then for dating, we got that dating episode coming, but you'll absorb that person. You won't take them in, as you were just saying. You'll kind of absorb them to your life, and their life will absorb you, and then it's beautiful. Everything's going to work out probably the best. And then you get through those arguments better. You understand each other better. It's just, that's the equation, man. But don't go to the club.
It's literally the worst place to meet people, I think. I mean, it's the best place to find people that look really great, having a great time, fun time. But that's all really superficial stuff. You know, if the foundation, the very first experience of meeting somebody is you're both drunk, like what's that gonna build to?
What's that going to build? I've had a lot of friends who, I love my boys, but they go out, turn up.
Yeah.
A lot of one night stands, we say.
Yeah, I mean it's great for that, I suppose.
But
that's terrible.
They're
too.
like, Des, I feel so empty.
Yeah.
I feel so drained.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Right?
You
You
don't.
feel me?
Yeah.
And they told me they come here to the crib, to the safe haven, drink some juice with me, Des. Why'd I do that? I said, cuz man, hurt people.
Yeah. You're hurting. That's why you did that.
Yeah. And they're like, man. So yeah, it's, you know, and the looks thing, I think is like, yes, we all want to, I say feel good, then look good. But it's like looks will get you got, but won't get you kept. You feel me? So that just aligns with that too. So I love that. That's real talk. That's why the gym,
I've literally never had a long-term relationship with somebody that I've met at a bar or a club. I've had short-term relationships, you know.
Right.
1 or 2 nights, you know.
Oh, okay.
But it's never evolved into anything more than a few months or so.
For sure.
Like ever. The best place to meet people is someplace fairly neutral, you know, at the gym, out and about, you know, wherever you happen to be, at the library.
Right.
You know, that's the best place because you're not drunk, so you're both thinking clearly.
Right.
Yeah.
And you're able to communicate and figure out what you're about. It's harder because a little bit of alcohol kind of smooths the gears of social interaction, but it also comes up those gears with alcohol and bad judgment.
Moderation, right? You know, have a couple sips of wine.
Yeah,
I like wine,
a little bit.
you know, a couple sips.
It's good for a date, you know.
Yeah, there you go.
But you got to form like some kind of connection to begin with.
Absolutely.
And figure out, okay, if we got a good vibe or not. You know, if you skip that step, it's probably not going to work out. At least that's what I think. Yeah.
Long term, it never works out.
Yeah.
Long term never
that,
works out.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
For sure. That's true. Real talk. When's the last time y'all been on a date? Like an actual date?
Yesterday.
Well,
Dang. Okay.
that's funny you said that because yesterday,
That's
That's
right.
right.
I did see you. Actually, yeah, I saw you.
You know,
I saw you.
yeah, you saw me.
I saw you. You're right. My bad.
So no, for me, you know, I'm just, I don't know, just it's cool to go on dates. It's nothing wrong with that, you know, if you're working on yourself and you don't have to be in a relationship or get married to them. You just
Hanging
go
out.
out, hang out,
Definitely.
be outgoing, you know.
That was cool. Yeah, y'all was vibing, seeing you out. I was like, okay, bet. Bet. I feel like nowadays, and I say this for men and women, I feel like the word date, like, isn't really receptive anymore. Like, a lot of people do want that club life and go out instead of going on a date. Like, go to the movies, go to the fair, go to, I don't know, kayak or do something fun.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird. It's like people are like, ugh, I don't know about that. I don't know.
I don't know about doing kayaking.
It's like, what?
Yeah.
I'll meet you at the club. What?
No.
No, I ain't trying to do that.
I want to go for a hike. Let's do something active. Walk around.
Right.
Get some food.
Yeah.
But the gym, yeah, shoot. Our gym, Pursue, man,
There's
some pretty people in there,
Oh,
man.
Very,
very.
very.
Man. And I say
Scary.
that because they're working on themselves. Then the outside shows, of course, you know. But if you take care of the inside, then the outside. I'm like, man,
That's true. It's true. I like that. Yeah.
there's some pretty people in there.
Yeah.
Some of those girls at that gym, man, they can definitely outlift me. It's scary.
For real?
Maybe squatting. Yeah.
Oh man, some
Legs.
girls,
Strong legs.
Beast
Oh,
mode,
man.
for real.
yeah,
I'm like, man.
yoked up.
But ladies, y'all pretty out there. I'm going to give you all salutes right there, man.
Yeah.
Only
Beautiful ladies.
23% of
Hey,
Americans.
I'm gonna do a
use
shout out.
themselves.
Shout out to all the ladies out there that are working on themselves, going to the gym. You know, just being the better version of you. Us men can really appreciate that. You know.
For real. That's a good point. That's a good point. That makes me attracted to someone is seeing her work on herself.
Right.
Especially if she on her solo mission in there, just getting her work in. I'm like, that's dope.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say no names, but shoot, I see you, boo. But yeah, it's real talk, B.
Yeah.
It's always good. So you guys, I want to ask, because I think this is the coolest thing about you. Let's get to know y'all a little bit better. You're from UK,
That's right.
and you're from Fiji.
Yes.
What's some of the biggest differences you see from being in America now and being back at home? For better or worse? What's something that's just crazy different?
It's a similar culture, obviously, in the UK, but there are some differences. I'd say the US is a lot more of a individualistic focus.
Okay.
It's a little bit more capitalist, I suppose. I mean, it's very close as far as how the UK and the US are aligned. Obviously, like culturally, you know, a lot of people emigrated over here. You know, that's why we're speaking right now.
Right.
And yeah, the people are a little different, I suppose.
Like how? Like, I feel like is it more patient over there? Are you guys more patient with each other?
It depends where you go. I'd say people are fairly patient. Yeah, that's a British thing, really.
Gotcha.
Is to be very kind of a little bit reserved, generally.
Gotcha.
You know, Americans are a little bit more outgoing,
Yeah.
generally.
Right.
Obviously, it varies by person, by country, by state and things, perhaps a little bit, and you meet all kinds of different people.
Right.
But yeah, a little bit.
So do UK people see Americans traveling like, here we go?
And they think, oh, look at these cowboys with their guns and the giant trucks.
Here we
Look,
go.
Ridiculous. What the hell?
The first time I met him, I wanted to ask him what the best place to get fish and chips was because I heard UK is known for good fish and chips.
Yeah, we are. That's
for real?
Yeah.
Okay.
the one thing.
So I asked him that.
Bangers and mash,
Dang.
black pudding.
Black pudding. Ooh,
Yeah.
that sounds bomb.
Oh, it's if I ever go, well, I will probably go to the UK fairly soon, I guess.
Oh, you're going back soon?
Maybe not in the near term, but maybe in a few months or next year or something.
Absolutely.
I'll bring you back something, man.
Man.
Bring out some black pudding. You want to try it? I'll tell you what's in it later.
Or, that sounds bomb. Or what was Snoop eating that we were talking about earlier? Some crumpets.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Those are
It's like I don't know how to describe it. It's like eating it's like a spongy kind of thing. It's like toast. It's like a mixture between a bagel and toast, and it's got like little holes in it.
Oh,
It's kind of weird. I can't really describe what
is it like
is.
crunchy?
Yeah, it can. Yeah, you toast it. So yeah.
Oh, okay. Do you I feel like I would like drink a coffee and eat that.
Oh yeah, you could, or tea. I mean,
Or
come
tea.
on, do it
Tea is
right.
more it.
Do it.
Oh, my bad. Tea. Some tea. Oh, okay.
You gotta have tea with it. Coffee would be like a sin, you know. You gotta have a little crumpet and some tea, and yeah,
Okay.
nice sunny day. Cream and sugar. Yeah, do that.
Joe, how you know this?
He knows more about the
Joe
UK than
knows-
I do.
Hey,
Oh, this is
Dang.
Snoop Dogg. Yeah.
Is this Snoop? Oh, yeah.
Is it a crumpet he's got there? You like it?
Let's see. Look at Snoop.
He into that.
For real. Got
Oh,
this tea.
see, he's got the tea there. He's doing it right. Just gotta figure it out.
So he got it down?
Yeah, you got it down. Yeah,
Shout out Snoop.
yeah, he does it right.
Dang, that's dope. Thank you, Kev.
He opened the Olympics recently,
Yeah.
right?
That was
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah,
That was super dope.
it's really cool.
And then LeBron carried the flag too, and that was
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Was it with Fiji?
Well,
How's that with the people comparison?
I feel like over here it's very fast paced. Over there, people are just at a slow pace. Nobody's in no rush to get anywhere. They're just chill. You walk to the market to get fresh produce or fish. It's all seafood over there, man.
Well, I mean, it's all beaches, right?
Yeah, it's all little islands. So you drive down and there's a stand here, a hut there. Get fresh coconut. You get shrimp right there. They'll sell it. They'll cook it right there in front of you. So but you do see different cultures there too. There's
Right.
A lot of people migrated there.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Coming in. You ever ask yourself, why am I not living in Fiji again?
I know.
Because that sounds amazing.
Should I ask myself that right now? What am I doing here?
Honestly, that
I should
sounds.
be there.
Oh my gosh.
No, my parents decided to bring me here. When I
For
was
sure.
10 years old. So
Yeah. Do you ever go visit?
yeah, I went back. It's kind of expensive to go there, but yeah,
Is it expensive to travel there, or you just got to get there? Then it's because I hear like places like Bali, you just got to get there, then it's cheaper. Like
yeah.
how?
When you get there, yeah.
Okay.
It's a 16-hour flight, so.
My good friend David, shout out David Krantz. He's from Fiji too. So when I learned that about you, I was like, that's dope, man. Super dope. So it's more patient. Would you say more togetherness instead of selfishness over there? Like everyone's there for each other.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Everybody's your brother or your sister, even the stranger you meet.
Wow.
Walking, they all want to be your friend.
That's
Invite you over to drink some kava.
Yeah.
It's a traditional island drink over there.
Okay. What's that like consist of? Kava? Like
It's root. It's like a root.
Okay.
It's a root drink. So
That's what's up.
it's like a root, actual root.
Oh, shoot. Pulled out the ground.
Yeah.
Okay.
I drink that. My family, actually, my dad and my uncles, they still drink that kava. So,
Gotcha.
traditional island drink.
Gotcha. Man, that's dope, man. That's dope. I need to visit Fiji, man. I need to. Let's go, man. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
We'll figure
Really?
it out. Let's go.
Let's do Fiji and UK.
And UK, yes.
Oh, you'll like it then.
I do need to get over UK soon, too.
You'll
I
like
really want to visit that.
Des, you
Yeah.
might find your future wife in Fiji.
Oh, shoot. Maybe. Who knows?
You never know. Or in UK.
Yeah, sweet
Or UK.
British girl,
Man.
cute.
Yeah.
There's
Talking like
cute girls
John-Paul.
there.
Ah.
Hello there. Hello.
Right? I'm like, shoot. Okay. Shoot. Man. Do you guys travel just in general at all, or is it just when you go to your respective home countries?
A little bit here and there. Yeah, I mean,
bit
I've been to Vegas so many times.
Dang.
I think like 5 times.
Really?
Yeah,
Where do you
that-
like
I mean,
to
that-
stay?
Yeah, I like to go there. And then I've been a few other places around the US. I've been to Virginia.
Oh, wow.
But not too many spots around the US. Not for the last
Gotcha.
couple of years, especially with COVID and stuff. I didn't travel like pretty much at all during that
For
time out of the state or anything.
For sure.
But to Canada too,
Oh,
That's-
okay.
I've been
Where?
snowboarding up in Canada actually. It was really awesome.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. It was so fun. I didn't know how to do it,
Mhm.
so I was like, all right, might as well just give this a shot. And then I was trying to get onto the bunny hill, the small one. I just got a snowboard and I was gonna give it a try, and I was like, my wife at the time, she wanted to go snowshoeing, and I was like, I really want to try snowboarding, and I'll just give it a shot. So I'll catch you in a few hours,
Right.
So I was like, I'm gonna try the bunny hill. I'd watch some videos about it, and then I'm like trying to figure out where it is, and I see a load of people in a line. Like I figure like, oh, this is the right spot.
Right.
So I get up on it, and then I get up on this little lift, and then it's going up and up and up, and I'm like, oh wait, there's the bunny hill, and it's like right behind me, and it goes right up to the top of the mountain,
Oh,
and it's like
no.
this tall ass mountain. It's massive, and it's like like 30-degree slope down the whole way, and I'm like, I don't know how to snowboard.
Right.
It's
But he went for it.
and I went down this whole mountain like 2 feet, 2 feet fall, 2 feet fall, 2 feet fall,
Uh-huh.
and I made it down, but it took about an hour. And I've got better since. Obviously, I've been a few times. I've been to like
sure.
Bachelor and Hoodoo and stuff.
Okay.
I'm still not very good, but slowly you gotta like go through that iterative process of like figure
Right.
stuff out. Get the technique right,
Man,
and then keep going. It's really fun.
you're better than me. I would have stayed on the ski lift till it took me
Yeah,
back.
I would have
You-
went.
they-
I would stayed. I would never gotten off.
Yeah.
They,
Like, see ya.
they don't let you. I don't think they let you. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you gotta go. Because like, I think maybe sometimes, maybe for exceptions, but
Right.
you're not supposed to come down the other side for some reason. I think it's a safety thing or something.
Actually, yeah, that's true. I remember the one time I was on the lift, like if you stay on, your feet like hit the ground anyways or something, like it's gonna like drag you off almost.
You could probably do it, but it's gonna be tough. And then plus you've also got like the 5 minutes of shame. Like every single person is passing, you're like,
Oh well.
Just get down. Just get down the mountain, you know?
Definitely. Definitely.
It's doable.
With UV, with just back to Fiji, I just was thinking about that. Are you like good at water sports and like swimming or like doing anything? Or you?
So you guys think I'm from the islands and I'll be good at all this stuff? You know what? I gotta say, hell no. You know what they do?
That's all right.
Growing up, the parents scare the kids. Don't go to the water.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh no, don't go there because they're scared they're gonna drown.
Uh-huh.
So I never learned how to swim or nothing back in the islands, and I was always around water. They scare you.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah,
So you see some water, you're like, ah.
He is. He is.
Yeah,
We went
but-
kayaking last week. Right?
Yeah, but you know, I mean, I do know how to keep myself afloat and dog
Right.
paddle. I can swim a little bit.
Okay.
Usually, I'm going straight down. In fact, if I'm in the water.
That's wild, man.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
And you were Fiji how many years? 10? Okay,
I moved
cool.
there when I was 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when
Like I said, you know,
just wasn't touching the water, yeah.
no.
That's smart though. I mean, shoot. Be like, nah, I ain't having these kids jump in there and get caught up. Is it like cool water, like real calm, or is it like ocean? And
It's beautiful.
It
You can
is.
see miles. I remember my dad, me going with my dad, you know, at night, he would have a spear and we'd go shrimping.
what?
Yeah, and he'd go and huge shrimp, like huge.
Mm-hmm.
And he would throw that spear and see the eyes. You can see the shrimp's eyes in the dark, you know.
What?
He'd have a lantern and he would throw a spear and he would just
Damn.
buckets of full of shrimp. I do remember that memory growing up with my
Shoot.
father. Yeah.
That's amazing. Shout out. Dang. So he just straight
Yeah, spear.
Dang.
Spear shrimping at night with a lantern.
that's gangster. Then he just jump in, grab it, and
Oh yeah, just took it out.
took it out, grilled it,
I'll go home, make curries out of it.
make her. Oh
My
word.
mom would make some real good curries.
Oh my gosh.
If you like curries, you like, you know, lamb, you like all that kind of stuff.
Uh-huh.
Fiji definitely got that.
Man, that's
flavor for you.
beautiful. Man, we're going, bro. We're going. Definitely. What would you say your favorite food back at the UK was?
Oh man, I do love bangers and mash. I miss that so much.
What is it?
Bangers and mash.
Oh, okay. What's
yeah,
that?
it's like sausages and mashed potato with gravy. You know, it's just simple.
Okay.
It's really simple, but you know, if you get that right, it's delicious.
That's what's
Right?
up.
I'll make you some.
Oh, you can make it?
Well, yeah, I mean, you could, you know, if you find some good bangers like Cumberland sausages, you can't. They're kind of hard to find here.
Okay.
That's what you want to go for. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
That'd be an honor, brother.
Yeah.
Maybe that'd be an honor.
I'll
I'll
find
try
you
some.
some. Yeah. You got to import it. You know. I don't know where to find them. Yeah, the real stuff. The
Look at
real
that.
stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
you guys, I haven't ate too much. I'm gonna be hungry.
There we go. Yeah. So
Is
we
that what
got
it looks like right there?
bangers. That's bangers and mash with peas. Honestly, I miss the simple things. Yeah, that's it's not the right way to go about it, really. I miss the simple things in the UK. Chip
Right.
shops.
Yeah.
Like,
Chip shops.
Yeah, and kebabs. I know it doesn't sound like UK food, but there's so many different influences from all over the world. You know, people from there's been migrations from people from like India and China and stuff.
Right,
And
right.
So the UK is really kind of a melting pot in a lot of ways.
Okay.
More so in the south, but like pretty much all over.
Right.
So kebab shops are really a popular thing.
What's a kebab shop?
So it's a doner kebab. So you have like a big slab of meat that's on a rotating spit,
Okay.
and then it's cooking it on one side like a
Gotcha.
you know, it's gas fired heater thing.
Oh.
And it's just spinning around, and they just cut it off. It's like a Turkish thing. I
Okay.
think, is where it originates, but
Right,
it's not
right.
quite
Okay.
traditionally. But
Yeah.
yeah, that, you know, you go out for a few drinks, you know, go to a nice club or something.
Yup.
You know, go to a pub, and
Go
then
to a pub,
at the end of the
yeah.
night, you finish it off with a doner kebab. It's delicious.
Man.
It's really so good. I miss that because you can't find that really over here.
Definitely.
It's kind of like a gyro or gyro. Am I saying that right? It's similar to that. Yeah.
Similar to that there.
Yeah, yeah.
See, one of my favorite TV shows is called Atlanta. And the season 3, they were in the UK.
Okay.
And you're just, everything you're saying just reminds me of that. And I'm like, because I remember watching that show 2 years ago, 3 years, season 3. And I was like, man, I got to go out there, man.
Yeah.
You're
It's
in
fun.
just Mexico, right?
Yes. That was amazing.
I like Mexico.
Yeah.
I like Mexico.
What parts have you been to?
I've been to Cabo,
Shout out Cabo.
Ensenada, and San Felipe,
Ooh.
Cali.
Okay.
Been a good few spots. Yeah.
Definitely. What was your favorite one, you think?
I really liked Cabo. You know,
Cabo's good.
I really like that. You know, so you get into one of those all-inclusive places. You know, pay one time for flight and everything there. You know, eat, drink, all one-time pay.
Right.
And you're ready.
You're good. You take a little cash if you leave the resort and call it good. Yeah, I love Cabo, and it's just a short flight. I mean, at least from the West Coast. Cancun we were in Cancun, and Cancun's dope. Don't get me wrong, but you know, you got to go all the way across and then down. Where Cabo, you're just boop boop.
Right there, yeah.
Right. But that all inclusive is key.
Yeah.
Just
That's where I go when I'm going there. I try to look for those.
for sure. That I love Cabo. I do. That'd be dope.
Should do a trip. I you know, we're just newly single guys. Do a little trip, you know, have a little fun. Go to Mexico. Or
Okay, I'm with you.
You know, it'd be fun.
I'm with you. Oh man. So guys, I had a great topic to bring up that I really getting to know you guys. I admire this about you and I'm so curious about. So I'm gonna dig a little deep here. I noticed when you and I were talking, you sent me your bio about yourself. You lost both your parents at an early age, man.
Yeah, I did. That was like one of the hardest things I ever went through in my life and probably ever will go through in my life.
What, may I ask again, what ages, man, for?
So my mom got cancer. I think I was about 10 or 11. Can't quite remember the age, you know, too young to remember. And I don't always like to think about it too often, but she got cancer and battled that for several years.
Wow.
And that was really tough. You know, going through, you know, starting high school and, you know, somebody that had been there for me, now I had to take care of and look after and, you know, really tragically watch deteriorate in health, you know, over several years. And she was, you know, at first in and out of hospital just for treatments.
Right.
And then the length of the stays started to get longer and longer. And then eventually, obviously, she lost her battle. I think it was about 13 at the time.
Wow. 13.
That was terrible. Yeah, it was pretty awful. Both, you know, me and my sister had to go through that. She's only a year younger than me.
Wow, man.
And so, you know, I've got a lot of sympathy for people that are, you know, battling cancer or family members that are going through that, because it is like one of the most brutal diseases out there.
Definitely.
So I have a lot of sympathy there, and it was tough for me, for sure. And then it was literally only a few years later. I was, I think, 17 at the time. That my dad, he just had a heart attack and was just gone.
Just out of nowhere.
Just out of nowhere. Yeah.
Oh, man.
No warning. Actually, really tragically, there was someone, and he didn't tell us about it, but he was telling a friend of his, you know, I got some chest pains. You know, that was that. I wish I'd have known.
Absolutely.
But I didn't.
17.
And
too.
yeah, that was really, really tough. And it's like at that stage in life where you're just kind of getting going, you're just getting on your feet. You know, you're just getting out there in the world.
Right. Definitely.
And then it's all changed, and
Right.
that was really, really tough to get through. I was about to go to university at the time.
Okay.
And so in an ideal world, I should have been getting ready for that and been prepared for that.
Right.
And excited about it. But going there, I went, you know, just leaving home. I went to live with my aunt and uncle for about a year. And
This is all in the UK still?
Yeah, this is in the UK.
Okay.
So I only came over to the States. I think I was like 20 something.
Got you.
So that was several years later, but it was tough to get through.
Man,
It was really tough to get through.
I mean, if someone's listening, when someone's listening to you right now, how did you get through? Like, what's some tools that
Tools. One thing I wish I would have had would have been someone closer to me to help me get through it. There were a few people, you know, at the time, but I was so in despair and depressed and angry and confused and lost in life that at the time I didn't see those hands reaching out to try and get you through. And I made some good friends at university when I went there, but unfortunately I didn't really focus on academics at all.
Oh, I don't blame you.
It was just like a complete failure. I went out drinking like more or less like several times a week.
Right.
Was going out drinking and not focusing on academics at all. I completely failed in the most spectacular fashion.
Dang.
And I remember sitting down with one of the advisors and I was in tears. Just, you know, they were asking me, they wanted to sit down with me and be like, okay, what's going on? You know, like, you're not doing well, like academically kind of thing. And I was just in absolute tears and couldn't... How do you get someone through that? You know, like the academic advisor, they're responsible for probably dozens, hundreds of students, and you got one that's like, oh shit, they lost their parents. Like, how do you say something like that?
I couldn't fathom it. I couldn't, and that's why I had to ask you. It's something I don't know, and I'm like, man, because meeting you before knowing that, I'm like, oh, family's good, he's doing cool. Nah, your pain shaped you to the man you are today.
Yeah, it really
does. You're
a
great man. So that's what's crazy.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, and that's what when I met this guy and he told me out his story, you know, and he loves my family, you know, he's always like, you know, when it's Thanksgiving or something, you know, I try to hang out with him and show him some love too, you know.
Absolutely.
He didn't let none of that, you know, play no victim card or sorry. Like, this guy is literally took his pain and transformed it into the man he is now. He's fit, he's engineer, he's just so successful in life, and he's just a good dude.
That's like one thing that you can take away from that is it's a I can't remember who said it or where I saw it, but it goes like this, that especially for a man, but for anyone really, pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. Wow. You can everybody in life goes through some degree of pain and struggles, whether it's, you know, death of someone close to them or, you know, financial struggles or whatever it happens to be. Everyone goes through pain, but it's what you do with that really what really matters, your mindset about it. And if you need help, you know, reach out to people. And realize there's so many like really, really wonderful people out there in the world that like want to help you. And you've got to be ready to accept that help. And also as well, try and help people too that are going through a hard time.
Absolutely.
You know, I mean, that's one thing I did for Vishal. I'd say, you know, not to preach, Nah, you good. You good. Too much, but you know, I could see that when we first met, I could see he was going through a hard time too, and he was like close to tears at times.
Yeah, he'd call me 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. whatever, you know, at night. Hey, how you doing? Let's go out. Let's hang out. You know,
straight up.
Check up. And I never really had anybody that cared like at that level. Like,
now, what was you going through? What was you going through at the time?
I was just going through a relationship breakup, you know. And
beating yourself up a little bit.
Yeah.
Straight up. Hey, we're our biggest critics, man.
Yeah. We always like when something doesn't work out, you're just like, oh, it's my fault. I should have done this right, wrong, whatever, you know. So yeah.
You shouldn't beat yourself up too much. That's the key.
We're our biggest critics. And I mean, with that, I know I say this, people laugh, but we don't have to have a doctorate to be a doctor to heal parts of our lives. And I mean, you know, everyone holds a little energy, little power, and it's cool how you two helped each other out through that, man. Helping each other out through that stuff. It's cool, you know. Sometimes he's your doctor, you're his. Like, bro, I know the prescription. Come on, let's go.
I got right here.
You know, straight up.
Yeah. 10 cc's are going out tonight.
6-pack.
And you get to a level where you get to know somebody like so in depth, like with this guy, some of the stuff he says, and I'm like, I can't share this with the world.
It's a safe space here.
I think he feels the same way about me.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's awesome though. Brotherhood, man. Brotherhood. People forget that, man. My people tell me that. I'm like, Des, you spend so much time and energy trying to trust people. You're in a place where you got people who you trust. Use them, please. Use them. Pick up the phone, call. Let them know you're having a tough time. Say no sometimes. Cancel plans, because it's just like, man, sometimes we just got to be upfront. You said earlier, everyone's trying to be the tough guy and all masculine all the time, which is, yeah, we supposed to be masculine, but sometimes we got to just chill, sit back. So I've definitely this year, I'm learning to do that more and more. I feel like I'm a better person when I can do that. Now, I'm not trying to be no victim. I just know when I got to be like, look, I can't do this today. Boom, I'm going to go do my own thing. So I really highly appreciate y'all for that. It's just cool. Like, I knew I loved you guys and like got respect for you, but now sitting here in the safe space, like I get to know the why behind it. So that's what's dope about this.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Most deaf. This is actually pretty exciting. It's like, damn, now I'm seeing all the levels. I'm seeing all the substance to you guys. So it's dope.
What about you, Des? Like, tell me something. Like, we talk at the gym all the time, and it's like,
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't say much. You just say, hey, what's up? And you just go on your business. But sometimes I can pick up your wheels are turning up there. You're thinking about something. You're distracted.
Yes. So one thing I'll say about myself, I'm an emotional being. I realize that emotions are my thing. I know I have, not trying to brag, I know I have a strong energy. So people can feel when it's just low because they're used to it being.
I picked that up about you.
Thanks, man. And thank you for observing that. A lot of people see Dez and they're like, yo, peace is got this crazy energy. It's radiating. So when it slacks a little, they're like, whoa.
Yeah.
But where I used to fall a lot, and this coming back to your question, is I used to do anything I could kind of people please, thinking that's keeping my energy up when really it was draining it even more. So when you see those days when I'm kind of just like, hey, what's up, brother? I'm always going to show you love.
Yeah.
But if I keep it pushing, it's just Des trying to just spare what he has. It's just, I got to get this work in. I probably got a couple people who's relying on me for the workouts too. Yeah. I'm going to give them this, and then I'm going right back home and chilling. It's just one of those days, It's one of those days that if I do too much, I'm going to burn out. That's all.
Yeah, I get that too.
That's
Definitely.
all.
I only have so much energy in the tank and the battery.
Yep.
And once it's gone, then I'm just like keeping my head down and trying to just get on with stuff and get home and get to bed, snuggle up with my dog.
That part right there.
My dog never ties me. I love her so much.
Oh, shout out dogs. She knows.
Shout out
knows. What's her name?
Freya.
Shout out
Freya. And I got a little cat called Merlin.
And a what?
A cat.
Okay.
Yeah, called
dope,
Merlin.
Dope. Yeah. I got some outside cats I be feeding.
Oh yeah, he's out all the time. He's probably out right now. He's out with his friends. He's hanging out. He's got a little ball of yarn or something. He's chasing around.
I don't have any animals, but
yeah, they
like me
most of the time. Yeah, you're not really an animal person. Yeah.
I mean,
He's getting there.
Getting there. Yeah, I'm all right with it. Yeah.
You just need a partner to help you take care of the animal. That's sometimes what it is.
Yeah, I think so too.
Shout out to you not like forcing it though. Like, I'm going to get a dog. And you just know you shouldn't have a dog. So many people do that and it bugs me. I'm like, why would you get this dog right now?
Yeah.
It's like, man. Because like me, I'm all in. If I have a dog or something, I'm all in on them. It's like a kid almost.
Yeah. It's like free therapy in a way. Like,
oh, man.
They'll love you unconditionally. They're always down to do whatever. Like my dog in particular. Merlin just does whatever he wants. But my dog just, is always down for cuddles.
Right.
Is always down for just going for a walk. And it's always seems happy. So like, if I'm feeling a little bit down and I come home, like I see her and she's happy and she's happy to see me, that's priceless.
Absolutely.
Really, it is.
With him, he got actually a really good deal with the breakup of his last
yeah.
relationship, he actually got a dog out of it.
Yeah.
Because it used to be her dog.
Oh,
Yeah,
shoot.
yeah, it was. Yeah.
So
Yeah, she had a small apartment, and so we got her from when she was a puppy, and so small apartment was okay for a puppy, but she didn't have a lot of running around space. So it was just a little bit too small for her.
Gotcha.
And, if she's out working and stuff, like dog's cooped up, it's not really ideal. But I got a little bit of a bigger place. So I got a backyard and stuff she can run around in. I put a little door in, flap, so she can just go in and out whenever she wants.
Oh, she good.
Yeah, I got a flap at the back for the dog, and I got a flap at the front for the cat, a little tiny one.
then I got I got the key code to his door. So whenever
I've changed it.
Oh, you really brothers.
Yeah, he does
Key code?
actually. Yeah. It's
To
a
the
little,
palace? Shit.
Yeah.
you just go over there, I'm gonna drive the Audi today, or I'm gonna take this.
Take one of the company vehicles.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta write that stuff off, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all.
Put a little label on it. Tax write-off.
To kind of tie that into, like, what do you guys think discipline and consistency do for you guys in life?
Oh wow, so much, man.
Yeah.
If you can apply that, if you can be disciplined and consistent about being negative with yourself, people are consistently negative, and you can see where that leads. It leads to depression, isolation, and ruined relationships.
Yeah.
Or you can be disciplined and consistent about being positive, about building yourself up, and that will transcend into more success in your career, more success for you personally, and a more meaningful life.
Straight up. V?
I think being consistent is like, if you start something, for me, keep following that through.
Okay.
Like, if you're gonna start a business, be consistent about it.
Right.
Keep going, even if it's hard.
Right.
Don't give up on your dream.
Yeah.
And discipline, I don't know, a lot of people don't really discipline themselves or take accountabilities for their mistake. They're like, oh, it's their fault, it's not my fault.
Right.
You gotta actually look at yourself in the mirror and be like, you know what, you're the problem
Definitely.
too.
I had a friend, V, that just recently he was going through some things, and he made a comment, V, where he said he never finished things in his life until today. He finished something. He went through treatment and got his pledge, his medal or something. And I thought that was a crazy comment. He was like, yeah, I went through life. I would always start something, but I wouldn't finish it. Wow. And I thought that was pretty deep to hear, because I thought about it. I was like, damn, we all start something, but rarely do we
finish it.
Yeah.
Yeah, rare. And I say that because we all have done it. I've done it. And it's like, dang. And people forget, like, finishing, it might not be the finale you want, but at least you finished. At least you completed something. You know what I mean?
It's about the little victories and little achievements that you can recognize in yourself.
Right.
If you can start small.
Absolutely.
Clean up your room. Clean up your kitchen.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Do something you don't feel like doing. Discipline isn't discipline if you feel like doing it. Discipline is only discipline when you don't feel like doing it, and you still do it.
It's true.
Well, my way is like, the first thing I do when I wake up is a simple way of feeling accomplished. The first thing I do is just make your bed. A lot of people wake up, don't make their bed, and they come home and they're like, oh,
that's me.
Shoot. But you feel so good when you make your bed and you go off, do your work, then you come home after all that and you're like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, this is cool.
Absolutely. Are
Get
you
your first accomplishment of your day.
Are you 7 for 7 out the week of making your bed in the morning?
I mean, I'll do 5.
Okay. Honest man. Honest
5.
man.
The weekends don't count.
Oh,
It's
okay. I was
Monday
gonna
to
ask
Friday.
what day,
You know what I'm saying?
Your accomplishment is staying in there.
Yeah.
That is true, man. I came home and I see my bed not made. It's like,
Yeah, and it's always like, and you see it made and gives you that little energy. It's like, all right, cool.
right. Why do you think that is? Just the
It's
accomplishment
just the
feeling?
mental part of it, I think.
Right.
Like, Rocky actually taught me this. Actually, my good friend, an older friend, he's like, first thing you want to do is make your bed. So I got in the habit of doing it, and I feel accomplished.
Wasn't Rocky in the military?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
seen.
he was.
He-
I think he was.
He would say that.
Yeah.
Damn it, Rocky. He would. You know.
Yeah.
No, but he's right though. He's right. But dang it, Rocky, you wouldn't say that.
Yeah.
Love Rocky. That it's true. It's true. I need to work more on that. There's some days I'm like,
We
bruh,
all do.
man. How would you guys say discipline like helped you get through those tough times in life? I mean, you took a leap of faith and came to the States
Oh yeah.
and went to OSU, made a life for yourself.
Yeah.
Sounds like pretty much all on your own.
Well, I was married at the time when I started. It wasn't OSU. I got dual enrolled at Lynn Benton.
Oh, okay.
Community college and also OSU.
Word.
So I did a lot of the early classes, the early, 100, 200 level classes at LBCC, and then transferred over. It's cheaper that way.
Okay.
It's like a third of the price, so it's like just definitely worth it.
Hey.
And yeah, it was. I wouldn't say I was completely on my own. It was me and my partner at the time.
Gotcha.
And then sort of finished the last year or so of my degree. I was just out in Corvallis on my own. I had a little place. I was very fortunate, actually. I managed to find a place that was incredibly cheap and affordable. It was only like $460 a month, I think it was. And that's just
You don't hear that no
no,
more.
Yeah.
no. It was nothing to write home about, but it was exactly what I needed at that time. I guess I got lucky. I was looking for it too. I was talking to people, and then they could see I was going through a hard time.
Right.
And someone actually reached out and was like, "Hey, you're looking for what are you going through?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm going through a divorce right now." I was staying at a hotel for a couple of nights, and
Wow.
I guess the lady I was talking to could see it in my face and talking to me about it. I was like, "I know a place that is running out. I'll go talk to them." I was like, "All right."
That's what's up.
I love
Yeah.
this story though, because I asked him about this story.
Uh-huh.
I was like, and of course he's gonna say this. I was like, "Hey, tell me about your marriage." What? And she's like, "Yeah, I got a lawyer, his ex-wife." And he's like, "For what?" "I just want the '98 Dodge Stratus. You can have the rest."
Yeah.
Out of everything, he got the '98 Dodge
I
Stratus.
paid for it.
It's still parked at his house.
I love that Stratus.
Spider
It's great.
webs. It's got.
Yeah, the radiator went out on it fairly recently. But I got attached to that car. It's been through a lot. It's been
Dang.
all over. It went up to Canada. I went up to Canada.
So
with that.
he let her real quick.
Yeah,
before
so
he- I-
let's get
I
back
mean,
to
shout out
right
to
now.
the car, but he told her if he keep everything, I just want the car.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
like, "I got a lawyer," and he's like, "For what?" "I just want the."
Yeah, I didn't get a lawyer.
He's like, "You can have everything. I'll just take the '98 Stratus."
And
Man.
no,
Like, okay.
The divorce settlement's actually really simple. It was like 98 Stratus, Xbox, clothes.
That's all. Oh yeah, I forgot
Oh,
the
well,
Xbox.
yeah, she don't
yeah.
need your clothes.
That's
yeah.
all a guy really
Xbox.
needs
Dang.
is that. But not even the Xbox. Just clothes on my back and a car to go
Yeah.
to school.
You a real one. For real though. Us guys, give us a little place, Xbox, PlayStation,
Fine.
little food, some water. We good.
It was tough. It was a tough time to go through, and again, I don't hold any ill feelings towards her at all. She's a great person.
Right.
Just
How long were
wasn't-
you all married again?
We were married for about 3 years.
About 3 years. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
In your
she-
20s.
Yeah,
20s.
yeah. Very, very kind of young. Very,
Man.
I mean, I'm glad that I did what I did and I moved out here and took that leap of faith.
That leap of faith.
Yeah,
Marriage is
Yeah.
something, man, in the U.S. for sure.
you're never gonna know if you
Is
don't
it?
try.
What's the difference? Why you say that? Why you?
Because where I'm from, there's arranged marriages.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
If it's a good arrangement, though.
You better hope so. You better hope so. You better hope so.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
Better hope so.
So two families just arrange it. You
Yeah,
you
yeah.
could be 10 years old and
Like,
Oh,
oh, my
Really?
daughter for your son.
man.
Yeah.
Like Coming to America. Remember that movie?
Mm.
You ever
I
seen
do
that at the
remember
start?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's your wife. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. Basically, that's how it works. Yeah.
dang, that would be crazy.
Yeah.
Dang.
I think the
I'm
U.S.
glad
should
they don't do that, Mom.
They should do that in the
I think the
U.S.
U.S. should start doing that.
Oh, shoot.
We'll hook Desmond right up.
Oh, Lord.
There is a certain logic to it. Like, your family are the people that know you the best and maybe ideally are looking out for your future.
Yeah.
Of course, that might not always work out very well. And
Right,
if
right.
you never met someone before, like, how do you know you're going to be a good
So
match?
if it's arranged, what if one of you decide 5 years later, I want a divorce?
Oh man.
Does that happen?
No, a lot of them actually stay together because then you're not just leaving that person. Then you're like disrespecting your family, like, you know, basically
Your family and their family?
Yeah, because it's their idea. They're like, oh, this is the person for you. So they don't believe in that divorces and none of that, because then you're like actually disrespecting your family members too.
So are you outlawed? Have you ever seen someone leave the arranged marriage, and are they like outlawed?
I mean, yeah, I have. And then
What happened to them? They disappeared, huh?
They just, like, a lot of people are like then alone. The family like doesn't respect them anymore. Yeah.
Dang.
They come to America and get an American girl.
Yeah, I'm going to Queens. Dang, that's wild, mate.
Yeah.
Whew. That's wild.
You sure you want to go to that?
I mean, I'm a visit. I'm there for a good time, not a long time.
I want an island girl. Yeah.
Shoot.
Oh,
I'm just
island
go.
girls are, oh man.
Yeah.
You're looking, island girls are just beautiful.
All right, let's go.
Ah, shoot.
Arrange it.
Look at this guy. He's
Get
ready for
one,
a
brother.
You go.
Get one right there. Leap of faith, though, guys. I wanted to bring up you guys started a business recently. V, will you elaborate on this? Because that's pretty exciting news.
Yeah, you know, I feel like I'm more street smart and outgoing, and I knew I had the right person because he's very smart. He can figure stuff out, you know.
Yes, he
As a
is.
software engineer, you know, he's got his college degree and all that.
Uh-huh.
And I kind of came up with the idea and the name.
What's the name?
Shine Auto.
Shine Auto. Yep. Yeah.
LLC, yeah. And he's like, okay. So I had this vision, and he actually started doing all the work and the paperwork and everything, and then we just happened, you know.
Yeah. Start small. Just a
Okay.
couple cars.
All right.
First.
Have you guys sold any?
Oh yeah.
Plenty.
Yeah.
Oh, plenty.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Quite a few, like five or six. Right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And what's the vision with this? What's the goal? Of course, we want to make money, but are we opening in a dealership? Maybe? Are we?
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the goal.
goals.
Yeah, it's to start something a little bit bigger. You know, I guess eventually get some employees. Inevitably, you know, can't be just the two of us forever.
It's always been a hobby of mine, you know. You know, I love my career and what I do, but I think for us it was more like a hobby, you know, and providing vehicles for people that need
Absolutely.
it. So, and he has a vision too. Like he'll look at this car or whatever, and he'll be like, "Hey, should we get this?" And I'll be like, "No." I did it here and there for years, just for a hobby, you know.
Right.
Keep my mind busy on things, you know.
Definitely. Sounds like it's turned into a passion a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Both
Is it-
enjoy it, and we both like we love working together, you know, and we can communicate really well. We get along, and we're on the same page, just moving forward. Of like,
That's
okay, we don't
dope.
necessarily want to be collecting a paycheck forever, or at least, if anything, just doing something meaningful that keeps us busy, keeps us occupied, keeps us on like a healthy, productive path. in life.
Definitely. That's dope. You guys are you're going to be amazing. You got the chemistry. That's huge. And the trust. The trust.
Oh, yeah.
You guys think trust in business is good?
Definitely
Need
yeah.
it, I should say.
You have to have that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's true. I learned that with my team. You got to trust.
Yeah.
You got to have the fall test with them.
Yeah.
They're going to catch you.
You got a great team, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, shout out to all the team here.
Man, shout out to everyone. Moms,
Doing
Kevin,
great, guys.
Joe.
Yeah.
Shout out.
And for Desmond hooking us up with this amazing drink, he's got his own little business here. His Des juicing it.
Yeah. Juicing up.
Yeah.
Got to, guys. Got to. It's huge. The thing with business, I figured, is what makes your heart beat. You know, when do you have the most fun? Like, and I have the most fun doing that, doing this. I love this. This is amazing.
Yeah.
And then going from there. The money will come, right? It's just, if you
Oh,
love
yeah.
it, the money will come.
Absolutely, yeah.
You'll do the necessarily sleepless nights, extra hours of work.
Sure.
It's nothing.
Yeah, you can't be just chasing money really for anything. If you go into a career just chasing money, like you won't be satisfied with it. And I suppose it's the same thing with business. If you go into a business just to chase the money, you're not going to be satisfied.
Yeah, and the
There's
business,
you'll never be enough, and you're not really finding any depth there. You're not finding any meaning there. You got to enjoy what you do.
It's true. It's true. Man, and I'd rather make myself money than someone else. Yeah, you get your paycheck, but I'm trying to have my own thing.
That's it.
You know, but I'm proud of you guys. I'm real proud. Y'all, let me know when y'all got some Jeeps. I might have to look at them.
All right, yeah, we got some requests now. All right, well
yeah, it's funny because it's a lot of people came up to us at the gym. Hey, we heard you guys do this, and yeah, I'm looking for this and this car. So I've had a lot of people reach out.
Yeah.
And we try to go to auction and find what people are looking for,
Right.
at a reasonable price.
That's dope, man. And you guys, as you know, if you've been listening to this podcast, two solid dudes, disciplined, consistent, they're going to get you in the right spot for you. Yeah, it is. That's huge. I think that's just your business going to produce. Like, I know I love making juice. That energy just makes it the best juice around. Like, it just is what it is. Have you guys had anyone ever like try to knock your business yet? Any haters yet?
No, not yet.
Not yet. I had my first one. I did.
Oh, really? Tell us about it.
Oh, he tried to lay into me to the point I was like, bruh, chill, man.
Oh, they're definitely going to be haters out there.
Yeah. And, initially, like, I was like, oh, dang. Like, it hit me because he was hating on his juice potion, right? And then I was like, Des, he's just not a healthy guy. Like, God bless him, but he just don't eat nothing healthy. So when you put one little healthy thing in yourself, your body's like, whoa, what is that? But yeah, I had my first one. I was like, I handled it well, though. I did.
That's good.
Because then someone else called me, hey, Des, I need 7 more. I'll bet. I got you.
You can't make everyone happy, and you never know what somebody might be going through. Maybe they've got like some frustrations in their life that day, and they're just upset. They're angry about something.
And that's what it felt like, because that particular person, he's usually real chill, and it just like he wasn't laying into me, but I just could feel that. What you just said, I was like, this dude seemed off today, because his complaint was way off skelter of how he usually is.
Maybe it's just a bad day.
Yeah, that's what I think it was.
Yeah.
God bless him.
Just wanting a free juice.
Yeah, free juice.
Sure,
hey, this juice isn't free.
Right? For real. It's kind of like
it.
the people who go to dinner and like try to put a hair in their food. Hey, there's a hair in my food. I'll be like,
you ate half
man,
of it.
that ain't honorable thing.
And that's your hair. It's black.
You ever seen Night School with Kevin Hart?
Yeah, I did. I did see that.
When he did that.
Yeah, he didn't have enough to pay for it.
Yeah, the bill was like crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, that was funny. Oh my gosh. But yeah.
I think he said, there's pubic hair in here.
Yeah, that's what he said. That's what he said. Yeah.
There's pubic hair in here.
And the dude looks at it. Oh my God.
Oh god damn.
Oh, I love that movie. Yeah. He said, that's yours. He said, what? Good times, man. Good times. All right, fellas. Towards the end of this conversation, I got to ask, I need a crazy story from both of y'all. I want to end it on a high note. Tell me a fun story. I got one loaded for myself, but what, you guys got a crazy story though? Dang, I saw your eyes light up.
I know he's
We'll let
got
him go
crazy
first.
stories. Crazy story. I don't know, man. I can't think of anything off the top
I
of my
can
head
think
right
of
now.
something.
Oh, I know you can.
What's up, B? What's up,
No,
B?
for you, but you gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta get it.
That one time in. You go to Vegas a lot. You got to have something,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Anybody mistake you for Ed Sheeran?
Oh,
Does look
snap.
like Ed Sheeran.
I guess.
He
yeah,
does
yeah.
look like
people,
Ed Sheeran.
Yeah, people have said that for sure. They definitely have.
Dang.
Yeah, I've had some crazy nights in Vegas for sure. My best, like one of the craziest nights I had, and I'm not super proud of it or anything, but like me and my best friend in the UK, his name's James. Shout out, man, if you're watching this. He's like a brother to me, and this was just before I got married, and I was like drinking very heavily that night.
Oh, is this like the bachelor party?
Yeah, this was before the bachelor party.
Oh,
and
my.
we ended up getting into it and fighting and stuff. And
You and James.
yeah,
Damn,
man, I'm not proud
James.
of that. That was a crazy night, and I actually broke my hand. We ended up fighting, and I broke my hand on his face.
What?
And he broke. Well, he hit me a few times. And I love this guy, man. and that was like.
How fast y'all still cool?
We sat down. This was so great. We sat down after it, and we were like, "Oh, I'm sorry, man. What the hell?"
It's like my hand's broken, but is your face okay?
I went like that.
What a night.
That I was still gonna be in the US for like another week. So this you can still see it. It's like broken here. So I took some like little sticks you get with like ice creams and stuff, and I stuck a few of those and I like wrapped it because I had to call the hospital and say like I don't have insurance, I was just a tourist, and I was like, how much is an X-ray? Because like in the UK you don't pay for healthcare. It's just you just go.
Oh,
right. So
yeah. So when we go to UK days, we gotta get checked.
You gotta get everything. You gotta get it all sorted out. And so I got a couple of like little sticks from ice creams, and I just stuck them on here and then wrapped it up, and then spent like a week and a half walking around Vegas and then in Oregon too, which is like a broken hand that was actually cracking and like snapping in half.
Oh,
about that.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy, I guess.
That's
I'm not
wild.
proud of that, and don't drink heavily.
Yeah, definitely. Moral of the story.
Bad
yeah.
idea.
Yeah, people, alcohol just
Everyone's you don't do it.
Especially when it claims the next day. For your case, the next week. It's just like
it was pretty painful. I got back to the UK and they X-rayed it, and they were like, well, we might need to do an operation. And eventually they decided not to because they're like, okay, you got good range of motion. Then.
Oh, word.
You'll be fine.
That's what's up.
I was like, all right then.
Dang, man.
Thank you.
Wild.
Or at least, if anything, get insurance before you travel somewhere, because you never know.
Never know. Yeah.
You never know what's going to happen.
So, what about you, V?
My craziest story is growing up when I was 14, here in the U.S., my dad had this shiny Mustang in the garage.
What year?
It was like a 03 SVT Cobra.
What color?
It was silver.
Oh.
And, I would always want to drive it. So I would actually want to stay home every time. And it was an automatic. And it was in the garage. So every time he would leave, I would leave with his car.
Dang.
We had a few vehicles. So I'd take that thing for a joyride every single time. I would go pick my friends up. And I think he was on to me at some point.
Okay.
And one time I went a little too crazy and actually curbed it. I was driving it, 14 years old, 15 years old, went over a curb, and the thing's like clunking, and I park it back in the garage. And so he goes to drive it the next day or something.
Right.
He's like, did someone move my car? He asked me. I was like, no. And he knew. He was pissed.
Ooh.
It's the craziest story. I would let my friends drive it even too.
Shoot.
I don't.
You
We
never let me
talk
drive
about
it.
it. I'd be like, here you go.
I never got the keys.
Yeah.
If y'all was still in Fiji, he would have made you go in the water.
Oh, he would have whooped my ass. Yeah.
Oh, you going in this water?
He would have gave me the belt for sure.
Over here.
He didn't do much. He was just disappointed in me.
Dang, V.
Yeah. And we still talk about it, me and my pops.
Okay.
So I ended up buying a Mustang when I got older and I got, everything. So,
yeah.
Because it reminds me, it's like, Pops, you can drive my Mustang anytime.
Dang, man. That's, whew. Pops would have got me. I would have been hurt.
Yeah.
I would have been so hurt. Dang. That's wild. I think for me, I got one with my parents. It was high school, my freshman year. And I have older cousins. I'm literally in the middle of all my cousins, the younger gen and the older gen. So at this time of life, I'm with the older gen. They're juniors and seniors in high school. They take me to my first high school party. And I still remember my dad in the room saying, be home by midnight. That's period. And my dad, you guys just met him. He's a tough guy. Like he says, be home by midnight, be home by midnight. You don't got to be early, just be home by midnight. That didn't happen. So we're at the party having fun, chilling. I'm yet again with all the upperclassmen. I'm freshman in the house. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is my first high school party. Man, I'm going to be real. The baddest girl in the party comes up to me. And at that time, T-Pain, Buy You a Drink was the song of the year.
Okay.
Woo. She said, hey, Dad, you want to dance? All my cousins was mad at me. They're going to remember this story. I was like, of course I do. So we're dancing, having a vibe. Great night. Next thing you know, we hear boom, 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 boom. Cop knock. You know, the cop knock. It's just
it's different.
Authority. I got cop friends. I ask them. They like, yeah, that's the cop knock. Just boom, 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 boom. Somebody acting a fool. Neighbors complaining about the music. Normal high school problems. You know.
Yeah.
So we go in the back, and this is actually my buddy David's house. David, sorry if I get you in trouble, but he's Fiji too. I was talking about earlier.
Okay.
So crazy full circle. We at David's house. We in the back. My buddy Sean's like, yo, the cops can't come in. We're good. Everybody chill. Right. I'm the young bug yet again, gullible. So I'm like, right. They come in the house, got probable cause. And man, we jumped the fence. Start running, jump on another one, running. I'm with my cousins. I'm just following suit. Man, our goofy selves, we're in the neighborhood walking. We thought we're good. Little do we know, we're walking right back to the cul-de-sac because this house is in a cul-de-sac. Right. We're walking right back in to where everybody is. So we're walking with the group, walking, talking. My cousin's like, I told you, I got us. I look behind me. There's a cop right there.
Oh, no.
Following you.
It's over now.
No one else notices. There's a group, couple ladies with us. My cousin's a friend. I told you I got us. And we're at the same time walking right back to the house. We don't know better. I look back. I said, he's behind us. They said, who? Everyone tried to run. He said, I got a K9 with me. Stop. Oh, man, I said, I'm right here, sir. It's a wrap. It's 12:30 at night. I know I'm in trouble already. Circles us up. He said, y'all having a good night? I was like, yeah, that's cool. He's like, look, I'm going to let y'all go home, but you're going to get a ride home. I was like, oh, my gosh, yes. So my dad called my dad. No call of shame. I said, bro, we need a ride. He pulls up. He said, get in the car.
Oh, he's mad at this point. He's mad.
Get in the car. The young lady I was chilling with, though, I had to get a last-minute hug. I said, I'll talk to you in a couple months. I'm grounded.
I'm grounded for a couple months.
Yeah. So it was crazy, man. But shout out to the officer being a real one. He said, these just some kids. They go home. But, oh, man, fun times. Yeah. Fun times. I tell you, man. Well, guys, we getting to the end of it. Any last things y'all want to say? Anything you want to wrap up with?
I want to just say thank you for having us on. It's been like a real honor and a privilege.
Absolutely.
To talk to you and get to know you a little bit better.
Yeah.
I know we've, known each other for a year or two now.
Yeah. And, crazy how time flies. Crazy.
Yeah, man. I appreciate it so much.
You're welcome, man. I
just want to say, whatever vision you guys have out there, don't be scared. Go do it.
Right.
If you're going to be scared, you're never going to get anywhere.
Straight up.
So.
Thank you, man. That's deep. It's real talk.
Like you, I'm sure you're like, oh, should I do this show or should I not do this show? You just took that leap and look where you are.
Thanks, man. Thanks. That's something to this day, am I ready for this conversation? Am I ready for that one? Times I hesitate. So I appreciate that, man. It's real talk. There's a lot, I think the last part I'll say with you guys is there's a lot in the air for this year too. Like it's a lot of tension in the air. Sometimes I feel like we could just cut right through all the tension in 2024. So keep being you guys. And it's you guys are a breath of fresh air, actually.
Thank you.
And I'll speak for myself, but you guys do that for so many other people and I see it. So you guys don't ever change, seriously, because there's so much tension in the air. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So stay consistent and be the best yourselves, for real.
Appreciate that.
I appreciate y'all, man. Real talk. It's just cool. I can just sit here and just talk. It's so easy to do it with y'all, and I appreciate that. And I know people in the gym are feeling the same way.
Yeah.
So it's an honor, man. It's an honor. So I'm going to close it out, though, y'all. And thanks for letting me know about free healthcare in UK.
Yeah, take advantage, man. Get over there.
All right, I'm going to look on flights.
Man, for real.
Let's go.
It's too expensive around here.
Oh, crazy, yeah. It's crazy.
Too expensive.
Too
in
much
the US.
money, you know.
Crazy.
I got to the point. I was real quick before we close out. I'd be like, I paid too many bills to be out and about. I shouldn't even been at the fair. I should have just stayed home. Between my mortgage, between the keeping the lights on, I'm like, man, I'm gonna stay right at home next time.
Yeah.
So yeah, but no, for real. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Much love to you. Way to drop some gems today. Whoever listens to this, they're definitely gonna learn something. So.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, man.
You welcome. And world, that's it. Another episode of Garage Talks 5417 podcast. We appreciate you guys. We love you, world. These two gentlemen dropped some great gems, so we can't wait for y'all to listen and tune in. Go ahead and have a blessed day, and we out of here. Bless up, y'all. That's what we do. Bless up, man. They're gonna be like, that's a fool. Glad y'all like it. Watermelon's so good after a workout, during a workout, so I'm glad.
Oh, that's pretty good.
What's in it, man?
Man, watermelon and what? So Vibes is cool because Vibes inspires me by a vibe, just everybody coming together and chilling. So I mixed this particular one with strawberry, but sometimes excuse me, pineapple.
Okay.
So I do pineapple sometimes, strawberry sometimes, apple sometimes. It's just watermelon. You can work with everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, so.